There we go. There we go. Got about 2.5 minutes left, guys, but maybe we just get started early. All right, let's see how we're doing. Let me check my camera. Camera, get you ready. Wake up, baby, wake up. There it is. Let's check out our testing. Mic is good. Okay. Camera set. Let's get some lights going, y'all. I'm going to try orange today since I'm wearing orange. We'll see how it looks. But guys, I'm grateful that you all are here. I'm excited for this stream. This one won't be too long. We're gonna get everything we need to get addressed, get in and out, and let you guys get back to your day. But if you are using Jira or any form of project management tool or software, please make sure you have it up. That way we can go through all of this together and not in an independent manner. Independent manner. Sounded pretty weird. All right, we got our timers ready to go. Notepad up here. Let's go ahead and kick it off. There it is. We are here. Now let's go ahead and turn the desktop audio off so I can listen to my music. Let's go ahead and turn this music down some more. And I think that's about good. Good morning. Or if you are in my time zone, good afternoon. My name is Shannon Williams. I'm the OCPD coach. My goal is to help you build a healthier relationship with progress. How do I do that? I'm transparent with you guys. I show you how I live my life, how I get things done, how I plan, and everything that helps me be productive in my everyday life. Today, we are going to be doing our sprint planning. This is where we are going to look at every single thing we've done over this past week. We're going to make adjustments, give ourselves criticism, praise, and action items for going forward so that we can make the next sprint better. Then we are going to plan the next sprint and get started on it. So that is the entire game plan for today. Everything that you see me doing will be primarily inside of Jira, which is my tool of choice. I think I also have my retro up in Google Docs. But all of these, everything that you would need access to, I can provide it. So if you are live, if you are watching this live and you are trying to follow along and you have any difficulties, please let me know. We can stop and make sure you get everything that you need. Also, bear with me, guys. If you see the stream from yesterday, you'll see that I was up past 2:30 a.m. getting work done, and I'm tired. If you cannot tell, I am very tired, but show must go on. So let me do this. Let me pull up my retro on my side just so I can have that ready to go when that slide comes up. Positive feedback log, expectation measurer. All right. Project Retro Public ongoing. And then I have another one that we are working with. We are going to be doing we're going to take a look at my positive feedback log today. I think that there's something in there I would love to share because I took a big step this week and I asked people for feedback on my delegation skills. So we're going to talk about all of that stuff. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. And then I have my sprint retro geared up, ready to go. We are set. Guys, we are already on June 22nd. It just turned 2025, it seems, and we are already halfway through the year. Over halfway at this point, right? And that to me is insanity. Time just keeps moving, does not slow down for anybody. And that's why you want to make sure you are balancing your life out. You don't want to have too much work that you're doing in life to the point where you miss the meaning of life, the meaning of having family and having different things that you like to do done. But at the same time, if you have those dreams and goals, you got to make them happen. You have to make them happen. All right. All right, cool. Sprint Retro is ready to go. And going to go ahead and switch our scene over real quick. You guys might notice something. I'm not doing as many of the sound effects going forward. I'm cutting it down just a little bit. The reason why is because I have had a lot of people, or not even a lot, that was an over exaggeration, but I've had people ask for versions of my videos without the sound effects multiple times, without the sound effects and without the music. So I think it might be more of a distraction for folks who have ADHD or OCPD who just want the content. So you'll see I'm going to try to minimize the amount of sound effects that I do going forward so we can just make sure we are not alienating the folks that we really want to help. Now, let's go ahead into our sprint review. Get my timer set. And I give myself 10 minutes here. The goal here is to go through everything that we had assigned and then everything that came in. We're just going to review it, give ourselves credit for the things we did, and hopefully make this a smooth process. That's the goal. I really want this to be a smooth process. So, all right. So this was my marketing planning sprint. That was the goal of this one. I wanted to get as much of the planning done for the marketing phase of my game, but there were also things that I had to start getting implemented into the game or finish up. So it's a good mix of that stuff, but you will see a lot of marketing and meetings and things like that. But first of all, I have to just say, uh, watch this. I know I just said what I said about the sound effects. The only exception though is you're gonna hear the ding sound effect when I complete tickets. That's a big part of it. So you will hear that and you will see that here comes the money. But when I'm doing my normal talking, you won't hear as many of the drops and all of that stuff right now. I just want to set that expectation. But yeah, so look at this. Inside of blocked, clean, empty, to do, same thing, stretch, brainstorming, in progress. Everything is clear. We have nothing that we have to do for these. So I'm extremely excited and proud of myself for that. Even if my energy does not show it today, guys, I'm very, very proud of myself and I'm very happy. When I'm tired, it's not the same. It's not the same. And I know that much, so I apologize if my energy is a little down today. But I will say this. This sprint I was really confident in this sprint, and then I had to put a lot more energy into it last night than I thought I would. So I think I overestimated how straightforward or easy this sprint would be, and that is dangerous. But also, I mean, that's part of what comes with when you're estimating creating things from scratch. You never really know. I will also say that I got a lot of stuff done. Tambourine, also, I see you in the chat. Thank you for being such an active and continuous supporter of the channel. But I got a lot of stuff done that I didn't even think about before the sprint started, such as the meetings with different people. We had an appointment come through, so you guys are going to see a lot of stuff and done. But I really wanted to just call out that this sprint, although it looks nice and easy, it was really a stretch towards the end. So let's start going through these real quick. The shop napping system. This was one where I was on the fence about if I should mark this complete or not. And I'll tell you why. When I was working on this last night, I've been really putting a lot of focus on this recovery system. And I wanted this recovery system to really be complete, where it was all fleshed out and the players stood up in the right spot and it was just polished. But then I had to remember that the goal of my tickets and the goal of Agile is iteratory, iterative work. So it doesn't need to be 100% complete when you do the first task. You just need to get it complete enough or functional enough. So with that being said, let me switch to this one. I like this one better for this cam since I'm not doing the working stream. But since that's the case, I did give myself credit for this because I you can throw a customer in your unit. The customer can recover. It's just not polished. And I set up the functionality where they could shop if they desire or leave. It also does wipe all of their current goals and destinations, and it adds the customer nap tag to them. So I did everything that was required in this ticket. And what do I have this marked as? Let me check the ticket estimate. This is a 3. I'll be honest with you guys. This was actually more like a 5 because I had a lot of work to do on this. So give ourselves credit for that. We can't cheat ourselves. Next, benchmark social media stats and analytics. We did that. That was a lot. That's always a gimme ticket. Every single time I get ready to stream, I go. I have a whiteboard over there. I check all my numbers, write them in, and I will say that we had a decent amount of growth over this past sprint. We had about 13 new subs, I think it is. So we're sitting at around 267 right now, and I know that I've been doing guest appearances. I've been asked to come on people's streams, and it's been really fun, and that has led to different individuals coming over to the channel. Now we need to get folks to come into the streams because these streams are typically really light, and I want to start getting these more engaging, more active, and help people more. The next thing we have in our Jira board for our done column is admin planning. Again, this is always a ticket that I give myself just to reorganize my board. This is my backlog refinement. So this is when I spend time making new tickets as they come up and making sure things are prioritized properly. Next thing we have on here is implement custom dancing animation. Yeah. If you guys, what do I have this as? It should be like a 5. Okay, 5 is fair. It probably could have been more, but I'll give myself 5. If you guys were watching the stream yesterday, I had so much fun with this. I finally got the customers dancing and they dance to the music and they can lure other folks and all of that stuff. So it worked. Next, we have our hyper focus stream. That was easy. Scout upcoming conferences. I did that, and this is going to be a repeating ticket. I also opened myself up an Excel document or a Google Sheets so I can keep track of all the upcoming conferences. Build marketing plan. So I definitely built a marketing plan. I actually did this with my wife sitting next to me. It was really cool because my wife doesn't really get to see the programming I do or a lot of the work I do, but she decided to get on board with Jira again this past sprint. And she sat with me while I made this marketing plan. So I got to build my marketing plan and spend time with my tier one relationships at the same time. Oh yeah. I'm just for some reason I'm selected on that one. Next, record store system. You can go in the store, you can buy a cassette, you can put the cassette inside of a boombox, you can buy the boombox from DigiShack, all that stuff works. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Next, change collision threshold for physics. I did that. So now if a customer is walking past the box, they no longer collapse. They used to collapse if they walk past the box. You have to use enough force with a big enough item now to make them get knocked over. So beautiful. Commission icons for each archetype. I did that. I found somebody who did a lot of designs for my game, and he's actively working on this right now as we speak. So did that. I don't have anything in here, but I did commission new voiceovers, and I had a lot of voiceovers done. So I don't have that in here, but that's something I'll try to add if I have time. Work out at least 2 days a week. Yes. Now listen, this is important. I worked out 2 days this week, but I did not do my traditional workout. This was a very, very low effort workout for both of these. Couple curls, some push-ups, and that was it. But the goal was not to make it perfect. The goal was to be productive and at least just do it, just do the workout. So you have to understand that sometimes you're going to have to balance the amount of energy and effort you're putting into the different tasks that you have assigned. You can't do everything for, you probably could. It's just, I wasn't doing it. Not this sprint. I decided not to. Next thing, configure phone call and voicemail. Said that was this sprint. Wow. Yes, I did. I set up the voicemail system. I set up the answer machine and everything this sprint. Cut my son's hair. Yep. Thursday stream. Absolutely. We went to the eyeglass store. That wasn't planned. That was impromptu, but we did it. I did billing. I built the flow for customers coming in each day. I did that. So now customers will come in. Each customer archetype has a certain time that they like to come into the store. So we got that. Bi-weekly with my social media consultant. Got that social media, my video editor. Setting my wife up with Jira. Setting up Camilla and Jira, which is my video editor. We got that. I built the announcement system. I forgot I did that this sprint. Wow, that happens a lot. I forget I did stuff. Send my blood pressure and my weight over, so I did that. I had a meeting with Jameson, got through it, got that done. I found who was going to do my trailer, so I went ahead and had that initial meeting, went over some of the specs, and it was really productive. So I'm really excited about that. Build a test plan for RGSS. I did this. This is going to be in collaboration with some folks that Jameson might be able to pull some strings to get into the testing phase, but I definitely have a test plan now. Read my Bible for 30 minutes. I did that. I had an interview slash stream collaboration on Sunday, last Sunday, I think it was, with Sandra Faye, and that was really, really helpful. Wipe time. I got a lot of wipe time in this sprint. Our coaching stream, we always get credit for that one. I did my trademark check-in. I had to set up a recurring payment for Fifth Third because I lost one of my credit card accounts since I hadn't used it in so long and I didn't have a balance. So I had to fix it for Fifth Third. We did that. I played the GameCube this sprint. I did that this sprint. I forgot about that. So I did that this sprint. My son, I spent a lot of time with my son, more than I should have, or that sounded bad, more than I allotted myself to. I spent more time than 2.5 hours. I did the loopholes. I met with the trailer creator, and I did my meeting with my social media analyst. All done. Pat on the back. I got through it. And you guys know how I am. Just because of the fact that I got all of my tickets complete, I get to go ahead and celebrate.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Oh man, I love doing that. It feels good when you get a lot of work done and you actually take a second to have fun and celebrate because so often we just get caught up in the work and the work and the work and the work and the work, and we never take that second to say, hey, I did a great job. So that was my second. That was probably literally what, 4 or 5 seconds, but it worked. That was my time to give myself credit for the work I did. And now that we did that, I'm going to go ahead and complete this sprint. So if you are following along in Jira with me, my OCP coach ites, that didn't make sense, guys. I know I'm tired. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. My brain isn't clicking on everything. That's good. Appreciate that, Tamboree. Tamboree, if you are with me, if you are following along, now is the time where we get to go ahead and we get to close our sprint. So let me switch my lights back up real quick. Let's do bright. Wake myself up. Nah, that's too bright. I can't do that. That's too bright. We'll do blue. I like the blue. So we're gonna go ahead and close our sprint out. We're gonna hit complete sprint and hit that button there. And real quick, we have a 5-minute break before we head into the next part of the stream. But I wanted to remind you guys really, really quickly that I stream 3 times a week. Every single Sunday, we do this stream at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time where we are going to plan our week out. This is not just planning work stuff, things that bring us money, but this is planning out our relationship with our spouse, our children, our family, prioritizing our mental health, prioritizing our hobbies, whatever it might be. And that is every single Sunday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is what we are doing right now. The next thing we're going to do is our retro. So we're going to look at what we can do better going forward, what we did well, and things that didn't go so well. The other thing is this: every single Thursday, I do another stream at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and this is the stream where we review our work. So we do a midweek check-in. How are we doing? Are there issues stopping us from getting things done? Are we making progress? What are we looking like? How are we feeling? That is a great time to do that check-in midway through the sprint. And what I notice is it gives you a boost of energy for me, a boost of dopamine, getting to see what I've done. But also, it allows me to realign my focus and make sure I am only prioritizing the things that are going to help me get the sprint complete. And then the final stream that I do is every single Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We do a work stream. Now I have made this more of a hybrid where I've been doing teaching lessons for the first hour. So yesterday we talked about ADHD and OCPD. Those two things can cause you to pivot. So I talked about the ADHD OCPD pivot, what it looks like, what causes you to pivot, what a pivot catalyst is, and how do you optimize the pivoting so you don't pivot as much, or if you do pivot, you pivot in ways that are still productive and not harmful for your mental health. So that is something that I really, really enjoy teaching about, and I hope you guys do get a chance to check that out. Now, I want to give one more reminder about my video game I've been developing, which most of this work is going towards. That's why I'm so tired. Retro Game Store Simulator is available to wish list right now on Steam. That's the game I've been developing for the past year. And you are back in the 1980s running a video game store, but I've made a custom built mall. All of the stores in the mall are nostalgic. It's a good time. Nostalgic music, nostalgic art, all of that stuff. I want to make you cry with that game. I want to make you cry. Tears of joy, memories, all of that good stuff. So that is the goal. And I want to remind you guys to please, if you have not already, sub to the channel. It is free. You can also leave a like on this video and turn your post notifications on so that you don't miss out when I go live next. Oh, you wanted to zoom in when I drank water. That was weird. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm ready. I'm ready to keep moving. So we are going to go ahead and set ourselves a 15-minute timer. There it is. And I should have used my other 2 minutes. I had another topic, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and set our 15-minute timer, and we're going to move over to our. Let's see. We want active. Ah, man, it's my head. I have to be in such a weird position. Let's do active. We'll do it like this. This is fine. But this is our sprint retro. This is where we are going to say, over the past week, what went well, what did not go so well, and what steps can we make to improve going forward. This is probably the most crucial information you'll get from these streams because I'm going to show you how to critique or analyze yourself in a healthy way. It's going to be critique, but balanced, and then steps moving forward. And that is what we tend to have a hard time with is that balance. So let's get this going. And I forgot to write my project objective, but it's fine. Let's just dump this for now. Let's just say get marketing plan ready to go. We'll just say that, right? But what went well? Oh man, first things first. Got my wife on my zero plan. So this was unexpected. This was an unexpected win. I didn't know my wife was even considering it, but apparently she'd been seeing my results. She saw results from my clients and she decided she wanted to hop on. This is another big thing. She's actually been telling me continuously how much it's been working for her, which for me was like, what? I know it works, but it's weird when you hear your wife just telling you that she's applying your strategies and it's working. knowing that we've been on this earth for so long and I talk so much, it was refreshing. So that was great. Next, let's look at something that didn't go well. I honestly don't have a lot of complaints, but I will say this. I might have wasted time somewhere or improperly estimated the needed time for certain tickets. I think that's more so what it was. I think I improperly estimated the needed time for certain tickets because some tickets I thought would be so easy, and then I wound up just taking forever to get them done. So yeah, that sucked. Um, what else went well? We were on time. I think we were on time to every single meeting, every single stream. I think I was on time. So kudos, on time for every single stream this week. That was huge. Um, work. So, first of all, this is another thing. Relationship with wife got closer. Now, this is something that's kind of it's something that I wanted to really highlight because when I talk about progress, we typically can see the progress from a job. You see the money, you might get a promotion, right? But when I talk about the value lanes and the buckets that we need to have for our life, my tier one relationship with my wife and my son, that is something I try to put a lot of energy into, but sometimes I don't want to say neglect, but I don't get to put as much effort towards it. So this sprint, I will tell you, I've been able to reap the benefits of the work I've been putting in. My wife, we've just been so much closer, just on the same. It just seems like we're just on the same vibe, same wave. Everything is just cool, smooth. She's just loving to chill in my office, just having good conversation and just loving each other. I can't really explain it. It's something when you get married, you know what I'm talking about, right? So here's another thing. What's another thing that we have that we did well? I would say this. I did a great job calibrating my office to stay focused on RGSS. I vetted and found a great person to build RGSS trailer. Another thing on here, I requested and accepted feedback for my delegation. Another thing, the stream from Sunday night was excellent. This improved my confidence to join more panels and discussions. I was told that I may have saved a home. I had multiple conversations regarding OCPD, ADHD traits with tier two and higher. Something that didn't go well. I missed slash canceled a meeting with my soon to be editor, audio creator. This is bad. This is not good business practice, and I need to do better. Need to do better with setting expectations for myself and others. All right, what else do we have? Let's start thinking about some other stuff that could have happened. Let me think. Oh yeah, I will say this. My UI art came in and I was able to clearly communicate my needs. I would say another thing. A buddy of mine sent over edits for my game cases, but it wasn't exactly what I needed. I asked for him to fix it instead of me spending time doing it. So this is a two-edged sword here. Buddy of mine sent over edits for my game cases. The good side was yes, I asked him to fix it for me, and then I normally would do it myself. But then on the flip side, you got to say, did I fail at communicating my needs? Was my delegation fair, realistic, and defined? I would say I don't think it was defined. I don't think it was defined properly. Okay. What else did we get? Oh yeah. I did a good job not veering off into other aspects of my project project, even when excited. And let me actually use some verbiage that I use. So instead of veering off, we'll say pivoting, even when excited, and we'll say pivot catalyst. We will say pivot catalyst. What did I call that one? Pivot catalyst, shiny toy. So that was a good one. And let me also give an example. Example: UI art, audio, trailer creation, stocking shelves. So I did an amazing job that I'm really proud of myself. Another thing, what went well? I gave myself praise, praise, and accepted compliments this sprint. Um, who else? My employees, contractors, spouse. I really just did a great job with accepting compliments this sprint and not brushing them all off. Okay, opportunity. What else didn't go well? There has to be something else that didn't go well. What didn't go well? Oh yeah, communication for streams hasn't been the best. Hasn't been streamlined yet. Streamlined yet. For instance, I'm still not sending anything in the emails. What else didn't go well? Make.com plus Google API requires me to update the refresh token, the refresh token, way too much. Okay, we're at 3 minutes. All right. What didn't go well? Something I did notice. I've noticed that I haven't been as active in simulator gamer live streams. Okay, now let's see what can be done going forward. Yep. We still have this. Yep. Build a budget for oh, one more thing. I need to properly vet future considerations for finances, even if they don't currently apply. For instance, the limit, the credit limit terms for Amex. All right, I think that's good for that one. Vet clients more. All right, we don't need that one here. I need to stop working until my stream starts. Yes, I did a great job with that. Gave myself enough time to get get set for stream instead of all the way through it. Yes, that's definitely something that I did. I'm really proud of myself for that. Another thing that went well, I synced my Google Calendar with Zoom and Alexa. All right. What didn't go well? I wish I could have done more with my family this sprint, but something else took family to the park after eye doctor. Took family to the park after eye doctor. What else did we do? Um, Purchased enough contacts for the next 6 months. Oh, I'm out of time. That's crazy. I need a timer. I really need a timer, like sound effect. So this, get credit for that. Address vertical streaming, not urgent at the moment. Build a budget. Eh. I have a pseudo budget, but I don't have a budget. All right. So let's go deeper. 5 minutes. We are going to do a deep dive on this real quick. So let's start with this real quick. What didn't go well? Let's see if we have any action items from here. I might have wasted time somewhere or improperly estimated the needed time. This is nothing I can really do about this one with not properly estimating the time for some of the tickets because some of the stuff that I do you don't know until you open up that shell. So the only thing I can say is maybe I need to estimate higher instead of lower, but I thought I estimated higher already. So how much higher do I need to go 2x instead of 1x? I don't know. I missed canceled a meeting with my soon to be audio creator. Yeah, that was a bad one. A buddy of mine. Oh, it's not mine. It's a buddy of mine. Sent over edits. I failed at communicating what I needed. So one thing I can say is this: going forward, I need to ensure that my expectations are made clear. Made clear. Maybe consider using bullet points to simplify it. All right, communication. Yeah, we talked about the communication. The refresh token. So let's see this. If when when I get time, see if I can refresh the token from a simple REST REST API call. I've noticed that I haven't been as active in Simulator Gamer live streams. So, we'll figure that out. I'll get more active in those. I need to properly vet future consideration finances. Don't need that one. We don't need to talk about that. I wish I could have done more with my family this sprint. Okay, so action item. Set a date in the calendar to have fun. Fun. Ooh, to have fun with family. Oh, another thing that went well. Taught my son how to type in computer. All right, real quick, some stuff that went well that I want to call out. This one for me is huge. I got my wife on my Zero plan. I really am happy about that because now she can stay on the same cadence as me. And and the second one, her just talking about how beneficial it's been is crazy. And I told her, I said, it's not about the tool, it's about who teaches you how to use the tool. And that is why I'm a strong. I use Jira. I know a lot of people might use ClickUp or there are other ones as well, Trello. But for me, Jira works because I know what I need to do with it, and I get all of those core mechanics out of it that help me do what I need to do. So really happy with that. When your spouse is telling you, "Hey, I tried something that I tried something that you recommended, and it actually works for them," it is definitely a testament to how influential your work is. I guess you could say. I'm trying to fight for my words, y'all. Like I said, extremely tired. We're getting through it though, so I'm trying to fight for my words. Another thing on here, I have multiple conversations. So this one, my UI art came in, and I was able to clearly communicate my needs. I was really happy with this because that means that I chose the right person. I gave them what I needed. We didn't have a lot of feedback at all. It was really just some additions that I needed from new models based off what they provided. So that was great. And the second one was this one. I did a great job not pivoting to other aspects. When my UI art came in and I saw how I looked, I was so motivated to say, yes, I'm about to go ahead and just bring the UI art in and start doing all this stuff. And it would have just, man, it would have sucked. Another thing, delegation. What do they say? On point? Delegation. Delegation was on the money this sprint. Over 5 folks active at once. It was feeling like it was really feeling like a little company of different people in it because everybody was working on their own little thing. So I really loved it. But that is the sprint retrospective. I hope that that part was helpful for you guys. This is a healthy way that you can go and give yourself creative criticism. Give yourself criticism, but give yourself praise at the same time, and then get action items for going forward. So the next thing we're going to do is dun dun dun. The big deal. We're going to do our sprint planning. That is going to be a 20-minute session. I'm drinking some water. We're going to get started. All right, give me a minute. Ah man, I got to remind you guys of something. I will be live if you want to just keep coming to these streams. I'm live 3 times a week. So every single Sunday, I'm doing this sprint that I can't talk. Guys, this is what happens. You stay up too late working, and the next day you have a hard time working. But every single Sunday, I'm live at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time doing this. We're planning our workout, we're reviewing our last week, and we are going ahead and giving ourselves some feedback so that we can know what we want to work on going forward. Every single Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time is when we review. We do a midweek check in just to see how everything is going. And that is always a lot of fun. And then every single Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, this is our work slash teaching sprint. So the first hour I normally teach you something. And then the rest of the time we getting some work done. So yesterday I did that to the extreme. We went from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time all the way to 2:30 a.m. But I don't regret it because I got a lot of stuff done, and that's the best time for me to get work done. So enough of my rambling, y'all. If you haven't already, leave a sub on the channel. I appreciate it. If you guys leave a like on the video if you're here, I appreciate that also. And you guys can always talk to me. So if you have questions you want to get answered or different things like that, I'm here. Now let's go ahead and move over to our planning session. Dun dun dun. Now this is where we are going to plan out all of our work for the next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's see. June 22nd through June 29th. This is supposed to be my polishing sprint. Jeez, whoa. How many tickets are there? 52? You can tell I've just been bumping stuff out into this sprint for no reason. So let's do this. What I like to do is everything that I know, everything that I know I will definitely be doing, I like to just go ahead and move that all up to the front, to the top of the list. So all of this goes up top. And there was some other stuff I could have swore I saw. Yes. So Thursday, there's a stream on Thursday. What else do we have? What else do we have? Implement detailed controller support. We don't need that right now. We could bump that to be, that could honestly come in the demo. But let's keep going. Uh, 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 Optimize the game. Let's move that to the marketing sprint, which would be the next sprint. Get in-world graphic effects created. I already did this, but I need to implement it. So let's do that. Let's switch this from get to implement. And this is definitely the sprint for this. This is absolutely the sprint for this because this is my polish sprint. So we're going to start making everything look beautiful. So let me just see if anything else needs to get moved out. Sunday stream. This gets moved to so this one, trademark check-in, wife time, son time, read Bible, Jameson meeting. All of these get to move up because these all have to happen. So pull these here. This one, the Justin one, we'll pull that here because it may or may not happen. We'll see how busy I get. The next thing is due billing does not happen this sprint. The bi-weekly does not happen this sprint. And what else? Add name tags to tenants absolutely does not have to happen. That's a nice to have. I have a consider Intel Vision clone. No, that doesn't need to happen this sprint. Fix bugs, such a general statement. Sitting down, items for ensure removing items from shelves actually loses items. Let's move fix bugs to demo. The reason why is because I have tickets for both of the other ones already. I already have tickets for those. Customers react to announcements. We deemed that this was not necessary right now. So let's move that here. Animatronic system does not need to happen right now. I honestly could wait to bring the animatronics out until the game comes out. That'd be a fun little surprise or whatever you want to call it. So where do I have UI? Yes, here it is. Implement UI. So this is what we are going to do. This is going to become a 5 and 8 point ticket. This is going to be huge. And what I also need to do is clone this because we are going to have implement UI, but then we have to have implement sound effects separately because these are two different things and they both require the attention to be separated, right? So implement sound effects, we're going to start trying to do that either in marketing sprint or the next sprint. The reason why is because I don't have the sound effects created yet, and I won't be able to get all the sound effects until I make all the UI. So then let's go here and let's just say edit this and switch this to be implement UI. I will also move implement UI up to here. I have checkout system rehaul. The customer satisfaction thing, we'll see. I keep bumping this out because I don't really know what I'm doing with it. So what I want to do, since I don't know what I'm doing with it right now, let me move it to marketing sprint. And then if I figure out that I want to change it while I'm doing the UI, awesome. If not, we don't need it. Thief weapon system. Oh, I would love to have this in. We're keeping it. We're gonna push. We're gonna push for it. I notice that when I keep stuff in, if I push for it, I tend to get it done. I want to start fixing my posture so I can sit up like this because all that hunch stuff is not good for you, right? So let's keep our mic up here. Keep our posture good. All right. Replacing the AI art with real art. I don't know if I'll be able to get this done this sprint because I don't have the AI art. I mean the replacement art yet. So let's move to marketing sprint. Creating a camera system would be amazing, man. But sadly, I gotta bump it out. Ah man. That one hurt. Wall attachment system. This doesn't need to be done until post demo because I'm not giving them a full unit anymore. That's switched, so that's great. Add product designs to units. All products have been added to units and units are fleshed out. Seemed like that was something I had already. Add phone effect for okay. So this would be a good win. Getting the phone effect and the speaker effect for the announcements will be great. Do I not already have the speaker effect? We'll see about the speaker effect, but this also might be something that could come in marketing. This might be something we could do in marketing also, because I think I'll be bringing my sound effects guy in during this sprint. So let's switch it from marketing to marketing slash audio because we won't have that trailer done yet. Anyways, there's no way that trailer will be done. So that's not even my marketing sprint technically. This is probably going to be close to my marketing sprint or yeah. Yeah, I have it. I see what it is. RGSS demo. This needs to switch to marketing. So this needs to switch to playtesting. RGSS playtesting. This is the refinement that I talk about, going through, making sure your future tickets are ready to go. So that's our play test. And then we need to have one in here. We'll move this one up. This is going to be our new marketing sprint. RGSS demo marketing, because my person who's going to be making the trailer is not even available until this time to make the trailer. So we don't have marketing we really be doing at that point. So let's do 13th, and it's a week long. Perfect. And then we'd have the demo release. So this actually goes and changes from marketing to marketing prep. I mean, to internal testing, or actually polishing, RGSS polishing two. This is going to be big, big focus on audio and more units. So now we have more purpose for what we're doing. Polishing two is that RGSS polish one. Let's edit and see what this one is going to be. This is going to be UI, and um, UI and gameplay. So this would be sabotage, thief system, product ordering, all of that good stuff. And now we know how to separate this a little better now. I have two selected. Oh yeah. So move that there. Yeah. See, that's when we get the NPC designing and all that good stuff. That'll be a lot of fun. Now convert appropriate marketing checklists into Jira tickets. That's something that we will add here too, just to make sure we get that done. All right. Set up customer voiceovers and animations. I never did that. So if that's the case for this, let's move customer voiceovers and animations to the audio sprint also. Fix unit purchase system. This doesn't need to be in right now. This can be in the playtesting phase because they won't be buying units right now. We need the unit item catcher, yep, because that's a bug fixing issue. I mean bug issue. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Create UI unlockable transition similar to date everything. Okay, so that was yep, we can do that. Food court glass shatter. Stretch. I don't even want to commit to this. I really don't even want to commit to this unless I'm sure I can do it. So that's what we'll do. We'll say this: investigate food court glass shatter. So we'll see if it's even possible. Because I just see it being hilarious if you can literally break the glass, like watch somebody through the glass. That would be hilarious. Okay, so mall fleshing. We will not be doing mall fleshing this sprint. This is going to come in our sound effects sprint. And now, look, let me explain this a little bit. Why am I doing the sound effects? Why am I doing so much of this stuff with sound effects? I'm not going to be heavily involved with the sound effects part of it. I'm going to have somebody else who's coming in and doing the audio. So that means that I'll be able to focus on the other aspects of the game while that person is focusing on doing the audio. And that's what you want to do. So we are also going to do the same thing with our products and designs. This is something Justin might be helping me out with. The arcade machines. Let's bump that down. Finalize customer brain system. I really would like to do the customer brain system, but not right now. Not right now. Let's put it here for right now. It's not necessary right this second. That's me getting really deep into the details. We don't have to do that right now. Notification overhaul. Absolutely. We're going to do that. That's part of the UI. Make everything feel more snappy. That's the goal. Month transition. Setting screen. Product ordering experience. Absolutely. Product desire system. Yes, yes. Implement in-world graphic effects. Yep. Create UI transition similar to that. Yep. Item catcher. Yes. Oh, let's check this out. I don't know if I committed to all this. Rest and recover. Mm, we don't need this right now. Let's move it out to polishing to customer priority management. Let's move this out. Let's move this down to because to me this is part of the brain system. But let's move this to anytime task. If I want to go deeper, I can, but we don't have to. Customer can be influenced by marquees. Customers will react to marquees. We could do this, but I'm not committing to it. The reason why I'm trying to bump out as much stuff as possible this sprint is I know that UI is going to take some time. I know the thief weapon system is going to take time. The building, the fixing the system, all of the stuff I have is going to take time. So I don't want to overload myself this sprint because I do have a full-time job still. And it definitely cuts a lot of the time out. Sabotage and recover is definitely part of what we're doing. So we'll keep that. Add all items to stores for demo. We don't need that right now. It's polishing too. I think we're good to go. I think we freaking good to go. And we're at 29. Not bad. Not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm really happy with that. Let me see if I can give myself a gimme. I have replaced porch light. I can probably do that this sprint. Optimizing the game, that'll be a Justin thing. One thing I hate that I don't have time to do right now is this. I have two things that I could be doing for my video editor to help her out. I just won't have the time this sprint to prioritize it, but I made it clear, so we'll be good to go. Food court glass shutter, investigate. I'm gonna say spend no more than an hour seeing if you can get it working. That's it. So what I'm doing is I'm setting limits for myself so I don't spend too much time on it. Fixing the sitting system also needs to be done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Required for required for toilet sabotage. All right, guys. Make everything feel more snappy. Uh, I really want to, but I don't think I can. Let me bump this out. Let's bump that out. I can make it feel snappy afterwards. This sprint, let's just get everything working. And I can do the snappiness. I can do that after the fact. I'm at 29. What did I do last time? 36? About 36? Let's go. Guys, it's time to start our sprints. I don't even know what sound effect that was. I just did. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm finally getting to do the UI in my video game. And I have been waiting for this moment because the UI signifies to me that you are there. You are just about done. And I'm just about done. I'm there. So it'd be a lot of fun just doing this. While we are here, let's move our blocked stuff. So stuff I'm not doing right now because I can't for whatever reason. I always say blocked. I move everything to blocked if there's no way that I could do it today. If there is absolutely no way I could do any of it today. So I can't cut my son's hair because I just cut it. I can't benchmark social media because it's not next Sunday yet. What I can do is this. This is my ticket for this sprint. So while we're on here, we go ahead and give ourselves a good, which is great. The next thing we have on here, workout, scout upcoming conferences, hyper focus stream. That waits admin planning. That waits trademark check in. That's a gimme. So that's a gimme ticket. We'll put that up top. The Bible is an easy one. Jameson meeting will be Tuesday, so we'll bump that out. Implement UI, thief weapon system, all of this good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. All right, guys. So I'm wow, it's hitting me. It is really hitting me. I'm about to release my video game really, really soon. Let's get a zoom. You didn't do it. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Telling you, try to make this stuff so smart. You see, it keeps doing this by itself for some reason. It's automatically pulling itself back out. So I'm not gonna make y'all dizzy. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a really, really great week. Get a lot of stuff done as much as you can in a healthy way. Always remember this. Rest is progress. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. I will be live this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss out. Come see how I'm doing. Check in, see if I'm making progress. And also walk this journey with me. I don't want this to always only be about me. I want to help you guys out wherever I can. So, that being said, I hope y'all keep fighting for your life. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.